7 years, one island, 6 survivors, and a secret that could have destroyed them all. When the rescue helicopter finally spotted the smoke signal, the pilot expected wreckage. He expected bodies. He did not expect a village. He did not expect 5 children running barefoot through the jungle, and he certainly wasn't prepared for the truth about how they got there. It started on a Tuesday in late September. A volunteer research expedition heading into the South Pacific. 6 strangers, 1 boat, Dr. Ethan Cole, 29, a marine biologist from Portland. Quiet, intense, the kind of man who listened to the ocean more than he spoke to people. He was the only man on board. The women were elites in their fields. Maya, the photographer, Serena, the trauma nurse, Lily, the botanist, Claire, the survival expert, and Nadia, the filmmaker. They were professionals. They had GPS, satellite, phones, emergency kits. They thought they were prepared, but the Pacific doesn't care about your credentials. On day 3, the sky turned black. Waves like skyscrapers. A rogue swell hit the vessel at a 45-degree angle. The captain fought for 40 minutes. Then, the world flipped. Ethan woke up underwater, lungs burning, darkness pressing in from every side. He fought to the surface, gasping for air, only to see the boat splintering apart. He screamed their names into the wind. One by one he found them, clinging to debris, bleeding, terrified, but alive. All 6 of them washed up on a rocky shoreline as the storm battered the coast. They crawled onto the sand and passed out. When they woke up, the boat was gone, and so was the rest of the world. No signal, no rescue flares, just trees, silence, and the endless ocean. The first year was war. War against hunger. War against the elements. Claire, the survival instructor, became the backbone. She turned fallen palms into shelters. Lily used her botany knowledge to separate food from poison. Serena treated wounds with moss and salt water. Maya, her camera destroyed, began sketching everything in a waterlogged notebook. And Ethan? He became the anchor. He built the fire systems. He reinforced the roofs. But his real work was invisible. When fights broke out, and they were vicious, Ethan would sit between them on the sand. He wouldn't speak. He'd just wait. He waited until the anger ran out. By year 2, the camp wasn't just a shelter. It was a home. But there was something the outside world didn't know. Something the 6 of them had carried onto that boat before the engine even started. Maya was 8 weeks pregnant. She'd boarded the boat to escape a broken engagement, hiding a secret she planned to deal with later. Serena was 14 weeks, a single mother by choice, clutching one ultrasound photo in a waterproof bag. Lily had found out in an airport bathroom, the day before departure. Claire was 8 weeks, hiding a regret she couldn't escape, and Nadia, nearly 20 weeks, hiding a bump under loose clothes, terrified she'd be sent home. 5 pregnant women, stranded on an island, with one man who had no idea. Ethan found out on day 43. Serena went into a medical crisis. Severe dehydration triggered early, cramping. In the chaos of trying to save her, the truth spilled out. Like dominoes, the other secrets followed. Ethan sat on the beach that night and stared at the ocean for 4 hours. He wasn't the father. He wasn't involved with any of them. He was just a man realizing the weight of the lives depending on him. He stood up, walked back to the fire, looked at 5 terrified women, and said 4 words that changed everything. "Nobody is alone in this," he promised them. "We are going to get every single baby here safely." Nobody cried. But something shifted. They stopped being strangers. They became a unit, a family. Over the next 2 years, life found a way. Lily delivered first, a boy named River. Serena's daughter, Hope, came 3 weeks later. Maya had a girl, Dawn. Claire had a boy, Finn. But Nadia's delivery was the hardest. 2 days of labor. Serena guided the birth from memory. using improvised tools. When the crying finally started, Nadia held up a tiny girl and named her Storm. Because that's what this was. A storm they had survived. Ethan delivered every single one. He timed breathing, he regulated temperatures, he barely slept for 2 years, but he was present, unfailingly present. The rescue came on a Wednesday, 7 years, 2 months, and 11 days after the shipwreck. A New Zealand Coast Guard helicopter spotted the smoke. Ethan had kept that signal fire burning every single day for 7 years. When the pilot radioed in, he thought it was wreckage. What he found was a civilization, clean water systems, cultivated gardens, hammocks woven from jungle fibers. One officer later told reporters, "I've been on search and rescue for 19 years. I've never seen anything like it. They didn't just survive, they built a life." The story exploded. 6 survivors, 5 secret pregnancies, 5 children born without a single modern tool. Maya's sketches became a best-selling book. Nadia's documentary was nominated for an Academy Award. The world called them heroes, but what happens after the cameras leave? Maya returned to Atlanta and taught art to underprivileged kids. Serena started a foundation for single mothers. Lily's son, River, already knows the scientific names of 200 plants. Claire opened a survival school for women. She never named Finn's father. She said it didn't matter. He had all the family he needed. And Ethan? Ethan went back to Portland, back to his coral reefs, back to the quiet. He answered thousands of letters by hand. He never accepted the label of hero. He gave only one interview. When asked what kept him going for 7 years, he paused. "I made a promise on day 43, he said, and I kept it. Every year, on the anniversary of the rescue, they gather. A beach in Northern California, 6 adults, 5 children. They build a fire. They cook over open flame. The children run in the sand, wild and free. And Ethan sits at the water's edge, watching them. He thinks about day 43. He thinks about the dark. He made a promise. He kept it. Because some people aren't built to lead. They're built to hold others together when the world falls apart.